Welcome, my friends. You are watching another great episode of Lightningrod Collectibles Live, bringing you the best and the coolest from the diamond, modern, copper, bronze, silver, and even the golden age of comics. We are purveyors of pop culture ephemera, simulcast on Facebook Live and YouTube Live. You are watching episode number 437, and I remain your host, Michael D. Lepine. How is everybody today? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you are in for some great comics just like we are. Some great collectibles. We've got all kinds of great stuff going on right now. All right, let's get this show started first. Let's get the things that you are going to want to know about the show. First of all, the name of the game of this show is Make Me an Offer. Me being Lightningrod, that is. Make Lightningrod an offer. If you see an item you like, please do not hesitate to make an offer on it. If Lightningrod likes your offer, it will be accepted. I'll do my little happy dance. Not in front of the camera, though, so please don't ask me. But if your offer is too low, Lightningrod will make you a counter offer on the item. You'll have three options at that point. You can either walk away from the deal entirely. I hope you won't do that. I am trying to sell all of these great books on this show, and I would like to sell them to you because you'll be the ones to express an interest in such items. Or you can accept the Lightningrod counteroffer, and I'd only want you to do that if you feel the counteroffer is reasonable. Or you can make a counter offer of your own. The negotiations will consist of Lightningrod, meaning me, making subsequent offers of lesser value than previously made by Lightningrod, while buyers are encouraged to make subsequent counter offers of higher value than their previously made offers. So you see how it works. When the counter offers start coming in on my side and your side, my valued counter offers will be going down with each subsequent counter offer. Your counter offers will be going up with each subsequent counter offer you make. The idea here is that Lightningrod and you, the buyer, will meet somewhere in the middle with our respective offers. And we will hopefully be able to strike up a deal that will satisfy the both of us. Whereas you get the great book or item in question, and I get the price range I'm looking for within my parameters. Now, just so you know, this is not going to stop anyone else from liking the same item you're interested in and making your own offer. It must be higher, if a third party does make that kind of an offer, it must be higher than your highest offer. And once that happens, an automatic bidding war will begin between you and the second party, the third party, rather. I'll just sit back at that point and await a winner to emerge. So that's basically all there is to it. You should know about our payments. We accept PayPal and Square. Square payment processing, which I can process a credit card directly over the phone. You should know that that is primarily for anyone who does not like PayPal, does not have PayPal, does not use PayPal. But most of you do, so we have PayPal users covered. So if you need to have me process your payment through Square, please PM me your information. And you should know that we fiercely protect your financial information, your credit card number and such. We have been the victims of identity theft before and internet fraud before. We do not take that sort of thing lightly. We take a dim view to that, actually. And it's no fun, and we would never put our customers through such hell. So we will defend with all of our power your information so that nobody else gets hold of it. So you should know that. Payment for anything you purchase must be made within 48 hours after the end of the show, unless you make special arrangements, like maybe you're waiting on a paycheck so that you can pay us your week's paycheck from work or something like that. If you need to set up something like that, please PM me and let me know. Shipping, you should know about that too. All Lightningrod packages are shipped via USPS priority mail. We charge $9 for a priority mail envelope that will carry 1 to up to 7 comics, standard size comics. $17 for a priority mail box, either a medium or a large, for those packages containing between 8 and 25 comics. A separate shipping quote will be sent for any oversized and or overweight packages. We encourage here at Lightningrod multiple wins that you can accumulate so that you can have all of your winnings shipped in one package to save on shipping. We ship all of our packages with protection from the elements and from mishandling in mind. So we're going to do everything one at a time, because I've got some new graphics that I want to be able to show you. So let's get that into play, shall we? Here's our first one. Let's get in a little bit closer. Oops. All right. If you like the show, please like and share our show on Facebook. And please hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel so that you can subscribe. That way, Every time we have a show, you will be notified. All right, let's get to what we've got going on. This is the first book. Here's our graphic for it. I love it. I love the way this is coming out. Hopefully you will too. So here's what we got going on. And let me also put this in our feed information. All right, here we have our first item up for grabs today. This is a Bronze Age DC Comics Make Me an Offer item. It is The Demon, Volume 1, Number 6. Straight from the mind of Jack Kirby. And then we just put our ticker in to show you what our next book is going to be after this. It's going to be Captain America, Volume 1, Number 166. That's coming up next. But let me finish telling you about this book. The story and cover are by Jack Kirby. The art is by Jack Kirby and inker Mike Royer. The special thing about this issue, it marks the first appearance of the horrific creature known as the Howler. Now, this was published in February of 1973. The grade range on this is between 5.5, fine minus condition, and 6.5, fine plus condition. Our minimum accepted offer on this item is $5. We will not accept any we will not accept any offer on this issue lower than $5. You can place an order, you can place an offer rather, or on any value that you would like, but $5 is the minimum for this particular book. There will be a minimum accepted offer on every item you see, and it's going to be different for each book, of course. We're going to move on to the next book in just a moment. We've got other great books coming your way on today's show. We've got The X-Men Companion, Volume 2, trade paperback. Great book with a retrospective on the X-Men history from the mouths of the creators themselves. This book features interviews with Chris Claremont, with Louise Jones, with John Byrne, with Terry Austin. It's awesome stuff. Alien, the Illustrated Story, original graphic novel by Archie Goodwin and Walt Simonson. It is a beauty to behold. Charlie Chan, #1. There's a historical book for you. That's coming up in just a bit. Blue Beetle, Volume 3, number 53, from Charlton Comics. Dead Man, Volume 2, issue number 1B, by Andrew Helfer and Jose Luis Garcia Lopez. And Mr. Garcia Lopez just celebrated a birthday a few days ago. Still going strong. This book is a beauty to behold. The Marvel Family, number 42, from the Golden Age. That's coming up. It's not in the greatest of conditions. As a matter of fact, the book is coverless, but no less valuable. Star Reach, the first issue of the Great Fanzine, featuring early work by Howard Chaykin, Walt Simonson, and Jim Starlin. Fantastic Four Annual 12. Classics Illustrated number 169, HRN 166. Final issue of the original series, Negro Americans, the Early Years. Little Nemo, Return to Slumberland, #1. Iron Fist, #5. Incredible Hulk, 206. Did you know that there were Big Boy comics? You know, like in Bob's Big Boy restaurants, they had their own comics. You could only get them at the restaurants, but we have a copy. That's exciting. Tales of Suspense, number 77. Oh, We even have an Adam Hughes sketchbook from the San Diego Comic-Con in 2015. That and so much more coming your way in just a few moments. This is the last call for now for this issue, The Demon, Volume 1, Number 6 by Jack Kirby. And then we will be moving on. All right, my friends, we're going to move on. Please remember, anything that has not sold is still available. You can ask me to bring anything that has not sold back in front of the camera. I will be happy to do so. If you want to PM me inquiries about items that have not sold, you may do so as well. All right, moving on, my friends. All right. Ready for this one? This is a Bronze Age Marvel Comics Make Me an Offer item. Here it is on the screen. Here it is in the feed. It is Captain America, Volume 1, number 166. Captain America, Volume 1, number 166. The story on this issue is by Steve Englehart. The art on the interior is by Sal Buscema with inks by Frank McLaughlin. Now, this issue features the villainy of the Yellow Claw and an appearance by Nick Fury. This was published in October of 1973. The grade range is between 5.5 fine minus and 6.5 fine plus condition. The minimum accepted offer on this issue is $6. $6 is the minimum that will be accepted for this issue. And it's, as you can see on the ticker coming up next, it is the Cinemark Theaters exclusive Captain Marvel cold beverage cup. I believe it is a 32-ounce Captain Marvel motion picture collector's cold beverage cup, complete with an embroidered icon patch showing Captain Marvel's chest insignia. That's coming up next. Be sure to like and share our show on Facebook. Be sure to subscribe on our YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel is Lightningrod Collectibles. If you're watching, feel free to enter into the chat, the feed on either Facebook Live or YouTube Live, and just say hi. And tell us what you're looking for. Sometimes we do requests, if possible. And Douglas Wells has joined us. Thank you, Doug. How you doing? And we are at a $6 offer from Doug. So Doug comes right out of the gate with that. That's awesome. So we are going to do a counter offer. Okay, our counter offer on Captain America, number 166, is $10. All right. I just put the same information on our YouTube feed. All right. Douglas has his maximum offer at $7. All right, here's what Lightningrod is going to do. Sold. All right. That's awesome news. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you so much. Here's how we like to do things. Two things that we do once we have a winner on an item. You know, I got excited when I saw the Demon 6. Then I realized I already owned it. I bought it from you. That must have been a long time ago. Let's see if I can dig up any more demon issues for near future episodes. All right, all right. First thing that we do is we put a Post-it note on the bag so that everybody can see who our winner is and by how much. First blood goes to Doug Wells on this issue. You know, I vaguely remember that now. It's been so long. So many people come through the show, and I sell so many things that I'm bound to forget once in a while. And the other thing that we do once we have a winner is that we announce it in our feed. So I'm going to pop that in. All right, putting it in, and I got to remember to put it in both of our feeds, both our YouTube feed, and our Facebook Live feed. Yes, I know you do, Doug. I do too. The balloons are flying for Doug Wells for his first win of the day. Captain America, Volume 1, number 166 for $7. Awesome sauce. Congratulations, dude. And I always liked the Yellow Claw. The Yellow Claw was a character created from inspiration from the character of Fu Manchu by one of the wonderkins of the Golden Age, if you were to ask Stan Lee. And I believe Stan Lee made a correct description of this great artist. Joe Maneely was the one who created the Yellow Claw. He also did the original Black Knight during the 1950s. And this man's style, and he was an artist that could draw with ink, meaning most pencil artists, they will put their detail in pencil, especially if another artist is going to ink over their work, so that the inker will have something to follow. But when Joe Maneely drew, he drew basically stick figures. And he did all that in pencil, and he put all of his detail in, all of it in ink, without having any foundation on the paper except the stick figures floating in the air and what he wanted to do with fleshing out each panel in his mind. And that is a very difficult thing to do. And he did it so well, with Marvel's Western books, Marvel's horror books, Marvel's war comics, all during the Golden Age, and the Black Knight and the Yellow Claw. And Joe Maneely was an artist who we lost far too early. He died tragically in New York City. Tragic accident. And if he hadn't have passed away, when the Marvel Age of Comics began in 1961 with the Fantastic Four, by Stan Lee's own admittance, he more than likely would have chosen Joe Maneely to be the artist to start to flesh out those first issues of the Fantastic Four, and not Jack Kirby. So that's something to think about. And it would have changed the whole dynamic of the book, but it would have been no less spectacular. So, food for thought. All right, let's see what we're going to do next. Please remember, I being Lightningrod, cannot do any of our shows without you. I say it all the time. It's true all the time. So I get misty every time I think about that. So I say thank you so much. Your patronage is much more than appreciated. Please like and share our show on Facebook. And use your word of mouth too. Tell all your friends. Our goal is to become the QVC of comic book auction shows. That would be nice. And if you're just joining us on our YouTube channel, Lightningrod Collectibles, please subscribe. Once you do that, you'll be notified every time we go on the air, because now we simulcast this show. It is running simultaneously on YouTube Live and Facebook Live. All right. Oh, hello. What have we here? This is awesome. Let's talk about this. So first, let's put up the graphic next to it. Bing! This is a Bronze Age Cinemark Theaters make me an offer item. Now, I find something like this particularly exciting because we all know how tough this last year has been with the pandemic. And movie theaters have been closed for most of that time. My favorite theater chain is Cinemark Theaters, and there is one in walking distance from my house, and I love it. And I've missed going to the movies so much. But that's coming up again for me because a week ago today, I got my first vaccine shot. I got my first Moderna shot. My next shot, my second and final shot, is at the end, towards the end of this month, on the 24th of April. And after that, a few days later, I will be making my first visit to a Cinemark theater in over a year, in about 14 months, actually. About 14 months. The last movie I saw in a movie theater was one of Chadwick Boseman's last films, a crime drama called, what was it, 20 Bridges? 7 Bridges? 13 Bridges? Something Bridges. Which is talking about all of the New York bridges, which were closed due to the fact that they were conducting a manhunt in the story for these 2 cop killers. And Chadwick Boseman was the lead investigator. So in order to keep them from fleeing, they shut down all of the bridges. It was actually a really good film, but it was the last film that I saw on a Cinemark screen. And I don't know what I'm going to see. Oh yeah, Cinemark is so cool. Cinemark, I love me some Cinemark. You know, my Cinemark theater, they knew when I came, they knew what I ate. I ordered pretty much the same thing each time. So they would tell their people, get the buffalo wings ready. Get the popcorn ready. Mike's coming. Seriously. And I loved it. I'm excited about their new rules to protect everybody while they are seated in their viewing screens. The social distancing and the protection that they're putting out there. I'm very excited about it. And I think it's going to go very, very well. Now, this is a Bronze Age Cinemark Theaters exclusive Make Me an Offer item. That means that this item you could have only gotten at a Cinemark theater. You couldn't have gone to any other theater chain to pick up this specific cup. This is the Cinemark Theaters exclusive, the grown-up grilled cheese and tomatoes. Oh man, they don't even offer that at the one I go to. Oh man, I'm gonna have to fly out to your neck of the woods. Because a grilled cheese and some tomato soup, that's a meat. That's so cool. I keep interrupting myself. Cinemark Theaters exclusive, Captain Marvel from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Captain Marvel motion picture collector's cold beverage cup with embroidered patch. Now, this is, as I said, exclusive only to Cinemark Theaters. You couldn't have gotten this if you went to a Lowe's or you went to an AMC. Maybe they would have something similar, but it wouldn't be exactly the same as this. It would not. Now, this is a 32-ounce cup, hard plastic, cold beverage drinking cup with a lid. Here's the lid. It's got the receptacle for the straw. The straw is not included, but any straw can do. It's using that light glue, kind of that rubber cementish type of glue to hold this in place. It's easily peeled off. This is a embroidery patch with the Captain Marvel icon. That's the same icon that's on her chest. The embroidered patch measures 2 inches across by 2¼ inches down. No, I'm sorry. Yes, that's right. Well, maybe it's, if you count these points here, it's probably 2¼ square. This cup is a virgin cup. And when I say that, I mean that this cup was never used. Now, what I do is, if I go to the movies, just like when I went to the movies to see Captain Marvel, which I enjoyed very, very much, I'm not going to get my soda in this cup and then drink out of it and then wash it out when I get home and then put it up online. Oh, no, I don't do that. What I do is I may get this to drink out of. And of course, I'm going to keep that one. But I get another one. And the other one doesn't get any soda or anything else put in it, not even water. And that is my virgin cup. That is the cup that I sell. There's Brie Larson in all her glory as Captain Marvel. I thought she made a great Captain Marvel. This was issued to coincide with the release of the Marvel Studios motion picture, Captain Marvel. This came out in March of 2019. Reyes says Lupe liked her cup of Captain Marvel. I'm sure she did. I remember when you guys bought it from me before. This is the last one I have. This is a grade range from 9.9 mint condition to 10.0 gem mint. I would consider this more of a 10.0. The minimum accepted offer for this cup, which includes the lid and the embroidered patch, is $10. Oh, and I should put in what the next item is going to be as well. Hold on one second, because I still have to finish putting the notes for this item into the feed on YouTube. All right. Our next book coming up after this, The Spectacular Spider-Man, Volume 1, number 189. It is the 30th anniversary of Spider-Man issue, and it's got that awesome hollow foil, that silver hollow foil on the cover. That's coming up next. Feel free to say hi on either feed. Feel free to contact me on either feed for anything that you're interested in, even if it's something that was previously on camera. Anything that hasn't sold is still available. Please don't forget to like and share us on Facebook. Please don't forget to subscribe on YouTube. I actually see a discrepancy with the note, the graphic on the screen. The minimum accepted offer listed there is $8. I know I did say 10, and 10 was what I originally meant, but since the $8 minimum accepted offer on the screen, that is the accepted offer I will begin with. Fair is fair, so. But we're going to move on in just a moment to our next book. We've got about an hour and a half left on the show. Still got some more great items for you to peruse. We are Lightningrod Collectibles Live, purveyors of fine pop culture ephemera. And when I say that, please understand, the ephemera is not the books. It's not the collectibles that you see on this show. The ephemera is us, because we are the ones that come and go. We drop into liking it, we drop out of liking it, we live, we die. The pop culture items that we love so much remain for new generations to peruse. How about Iron Man next? Oh, that's what you meant. You know, and I was going to ask you about that, and then I got sidetracked. Yes, we can do Iron Man next. Yes, we can. So let me make the correction. That's a 2-issue set. All right, we just made the change in the ticker. Iron Man Volume 1, number 93 and 94 are coming up next. Just for those of you that wonder about this, especially when I talk about the Diamond Age of comics, you should know that the Diamond Age is not an official age of comics, at least not as of yet. I'm trying to change all that. We have, in terms of comic book collecting periods, we have the Platinum Age, which is rarer than rare. That's anything that's published between July 1934 and May of 1938. Then we have the Golden Age of comics. And of course, that's marked by first appearances of Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Captain America, the Submariner, the Human Torch, and all those other great characters. That's June 1938 to September 1956. The Silver Age, which starts the rise of the new DC characters, you know, in terms of the Justice League of America and characters like that. You know, Green Lantern came into great prominence during that era. Characters like Adam Strange. At Marvel, the beginning of Spider-Man and the Fantastic Four and the Incredible Hulk and the Avengers and the X-Men. Great time period in collecting comics from October 1956 until December 1969. And by the way, I'm starting a multi-post essay about these comic book periods in my new group on Facebook, which if you haven't joined, you should check it out. It is the Diamond Age of Comics. I'm going to be talking about all of these ages and how they relate to one another, which will lead up to my proposal that there should be an age called the Diamond Age of Comics. But in between there, after the Silver Age, you have a Bronze Age, January of 1970 until April 1984. The Copper Age, May of 84 until April of 1992. The Modern Age, which technically what we're in now, started in May of 1992. That actually started with the rise of Image Comics. And it, for all intents and purposes, is currently going on until the present day. But my proposal is that the Modern Age ends in October 2000. And then in November 2000 starts the Diamond Age. This is what I am pushing, and I will explain all of this as we go forward. I will have more posts on that subject on Facebook in the Diamond Age of Comics group. Please feel free to join it so that you can learn and participate. We're going to have a really good time. All right, let's put this in. This is a 2-issue set. You're looking at the first of the 2 issues. This is Iron Man, Volume 1, number 93 and 94. That's 93. Here is 94. The art teams are the same on these issues. Even on the cover, the art teams are the same. Let's put this in the feed. This was put up now out of order because this wasn't the next one up. But I did that just so that you know, for those of you that are unfamiliar with how we do things on Lightningrod Collectibles Live, if you see something that you're interested in and you want to see it sooner than later, all you have to do is let me know. I have no problem moving a book up or down in the rotation. You love the ticker. Cool. I'm going to put another thing up on the ticker in just a second. The story, this is a two-part self-contained story, a two-issue self-contained story with Iron Man versus the villainy of Commander Kraken. Release the Kraken. That never gets old. The story inside is by Herb Trimpe and Jerry Conway. They work together on the plot and script. The art inside is by Herb Trimpe with inks by Jack Abel. The covers, both of them, are by Jack Kirby with inks by Al Milgrom. These were published in December 1976 and January 1977. The grade ranges are between 6.5 fine plus to 7.5 very fine minus conditions. The minimum accepted offer for the set is $12. Now, just putting this information into the YouTube feed. Okay, our next issue is, as promised from before, the Spectacular Spider-Man, Volume 1, number 189. Unless I get another request of something that's going to be on the show later. And Doug says $14 for these two books. That is Doug's offer, $14. I'm going to put in a counter offer. All right, I'm going to put in the counter offer. Okay, the lightning rod counter offer is $21. Now, Doug, do you want to make another counter offer? Okay, Doug, 16 is my best on these two books and grades. All right. Let's see. To that I say sold. All right, all right. That works for me. Douglas Wells strikes again, nabbing a pair of great Iron Man issues, a self-contained story. Within those two issues, Iron Man Volume 1 numbers 93 and 94. You have 3 books now. Are you asking for the total of the number of books or the total price? Because in price, you're up to $23. Let's give Doug his props on this. Okay, the balloons are flying once again for Douglas Wells. Oh, this show and last. Okay, hold on. I will give you that figure in just a second. All right, congratulations. That was a great win. Okay, so Doug, you're asking for the total amount of books in the package. All right, counting last show and now. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You are up to 13 comics. So you still got a ways to go if you want to build on your box. So you're good for now. Please don't forget to like and share on Facebook. And please don't forget to share and subscribe on YouTube. All right, we're going to move on to our next book. Here we go. Let's put this in the feed. Oh, you're at 13 books for your package. You're at 13 books for your package total so far. All right, what do we have here? Let's put this in the feeds of both Facebook and YouTube. You can take up to 25 books in your current package. And you're at 13. So you're doing pretty good so far. All right, this is a modern age Marvel Comics Make Me an Offer item. This is a Marvel Age Make Me an Item. Make Me an Offer item, rather, from Marvel Comics. It is a modern age. My proposal for the modern age is that it is from May of 1992 to October of 2000. So anything published in that time frame is considered the modern age. The modern age really goes a little farther until right now, the present day, but I am proposing to change that. This is the Spectacular Spider-Man, Volume 1, number 189. The Spectacular Spider-Man, Volume 1, number 189. And while I'm at it, before I give you the skinny on that, let me just let you know our next book is a sketchbook from the great Adam Hughes. It is called Will Raid Tombs for Food. It is the Adam Hughes San Diego Comic-Con 2015 sketchbook signed by Adam Hughes. It is gorgeous. That's coming up next. The Spectacular Spider-Man, Volume 1, number 189. There's about 3 stories inside. The stories are written by J.M. DeMatteis. The art is by Sal Buscema, Bob McLeod, and Charles Vess. This is a direct edition copy. It is a key issue. It is a giant size 30th anniversary special. It features the silver holofoil of Spider-Man on the cover. Look at that. You can see that. I believe the artwork, the pose, is by Mark Bagley. It looks like a Mark Bagley pose. Turned into a silver foil hologram. Man, that is just awesome. Silver foil hologram. All of the Spider-Man books that came out the same time this came out, June of 1992, each had a different silver holofoil on the cover. Also inside, there is a bonus, a gatefold Spider-Man versus Hobgoblin centerfold poster, which was drawn by Charles Vess. Spider-Man's origin is retold in this issue, and there are appearances in this issue by the Green Goblin and the Molten Man. I remember the original first appearance of the Molten Man back when Steve Ditko was drawing the book. He was too hot to even touch. There was molten lava dripping from the man. You don't see that here in this issue. He just looks like a guy with gold skin. And of course, he's not hot to the touch. I don't know how that happened, but what do I know? I just work here. This issue came out in June of 1992. The grade range is 9.2, near mint minus to 9.4 mint condition. The minimum accepted offer on this issue is $8. $8 minimum offer accepted. We're going to move on to our next book in just a moment. Please remember, anything that does not sell is still available. All you have to do is ask me to bring something back. Maybe you weren't ready for it at the time that it came on the screen. Maybe you've been taking time considering, do I want to buy that book? I might want that book. And then you can always ask me, and I can always bring it back. Do you have any Werewolf by Night handy? Specifically, issue 3 or issue 18? I do not think I have either of those issues. I think the one issue that I knew I had handy is issue number 20. Do you need number 20? Because that I do have. And I can pull that out if you'd like. Let me know if number 20 is something you'd like to see. You've got 20. Oh, well, I am so sorry. I might have a chance to pick up some more early Werewolf by Nights soon. 32 and 33 as well. Isn't 32 the first Moon Knight? I believe that's correct. Oh, we've got 3 people watching now on YouTube. That's cool. It was 1 a few minutes ago. Yeah, understood. Understood. All right, my friends, last call on this one for now. The 30th anniversary celebration, which spanned all of the Spider-Man comics that were published in June of 1992, all commemorated by a silver holo foil on the cover. Here's the one for the Spectacular Spider-Man. This is Volume 1, number 189 from June 1992. I do, but I don't have any handy at the moment. I'll have to dig some out for the next show. But I'm glad you mentioned that, because I know I've got some. Not a whole lot, but I know I have some. So that'll be my mission for the next show, to include some Warlords in there. All right. That works for me. And I know I have a... Yes. Travis Morgan. Yes, I know who you're talking about. The Mike Grell series. And Dan Jurgens. There was even a crossover. There was a crossover with the Teen Titans and Warlord. I even have that appearance of Travis Morgan. So I'll have to dig those out for next show. Yes, absolutely. I look forward to that as well. All right. Moving on to the next item. All right, this is cool. And if you want me to open it up so you can see the sketches inside, just ask. I'm happy to do that. What an awesome book this is. This is going to be a little bit more expensive, just a little bit. Yes, I will. Oh, you're leaving us. Okay. All right, so I will bill you for the 3 comics you've won. And I'll hold on to everything and continue to build up your package. Thank you so much. Yeah, that works. All right. Let's put this in the feed. This is a Diamond Age Make Me an Offer item. Adam Hughes personally puts out, he and his wife, put out these sketchbooks. And they do very well with them. This is a sketchbook that he puts out yearly for the San Diego Comic-Con. This is Will Raid Tombs for Food. It is the Adam Hughes San Diego Comic-Con 2015 signed sketchbook. All art inside and all covers are by Adam Hughes. It is a digest-sized book at 28 pages, cover to cover. Released at SDCC 2015. This came out in July of 2015. The grade range is 9.8 near mint to 9.9 mint condition. The minimum accepted offer for this book is $23. And might I mention, in case I forgot, this book is signed by Adam Hughes. That is his actual signature right there. That's the printed version. That's the real version. Make me an offer, my friends. Let me tell you what's coming up next. A great interview book on the creation of the Uncanny X-Men. It is the X-Men Companion, Volume 2, trade paperback, published by Fantagraphics Books in association with Marvel Comics. That's coming up next. What a great sketchbook. Adam Hughes will raid tombs for food. We've got about 45 minutes left in the show. Still got some great stuff coming your way. Those books coming your way include Iron Fist number 5, Batman number 90, Adventures of the Big Boy number 159. That's Bob's Big Boy. Marvel Monograph, The Art of Arthur Adams, X-Men trade paperback. Superman number 168. That's a milestone issue. Blue Beetle number 53 from Volume 3, a Charlton comic. Charlie Chan number 1, Incredible Hulk 206. Classics Illustrated 169, Negro Americans, the early years. Little Nemo Return to Slumberland number 1. The Marvel Family number 1 from the Golden Age. Star Reach number 1. Fantastic Four Annual 12. All of this is time permitting We probably won't get to all of it today, but whatever we don't get to will be featured in our next episode. One last call on this issue. A Diamond Age Make Me an Offer from Adam Hughes will raid tombs for food. The Adam Hughes San Diego Comic-Con 2015 signed sketchbook. Please remember that anything that has not sold is still available. You should know about our shipping rates. Lightningrod ships out its packages using USPS, that is the U.S. Postal Service, priority mail. Shipping up until 7 comics will cost you $9. Priority mail shipped in an envelope. 8 to 25 comics will cost you $17 and will be shipped in a priority mail box, either medium size or large size, depending on the number and size of the books you are shipping, that we are shipping to you, rather. A separate shipping quote will be sent out for any oversized and or overweight packages. Lightningrod encourages accumulating multiple wins to save on shipping. That's exactly what Douglas Wells is doing. All Lightningrod packages are shipped with protection from the elements and from mishandling in mind. All right, this is a cool book. Let's put this info in the feed. All right, my friends. Everything's in the feed on this one. What a great book this is. This is a Bronze Age Fantagraphics Press Marvel Comics. Make me an offer item. It is the X-Men Companion, Volume 2, trade paperback. This book includes interviews with the creators of the new Uncanny X-Men, which included Chris Claremont, John Byrne, Terry Austin, and Louise Jones before she married Walt Simonson. The art inside is by John Byrne, Terry Austin, Paul Smith, Dave Cockrum, Joseph Rubinstein, Neil Adams, Tom Palmer, Frank Chiaramonte, Werner Roth, John Tartaglione, Dick Ayers, Sam Granger, Bob Layton, Vince Coletta, Jack Kirby, Paul Reinman, Walt Simonson, and Frank Miller. And the covers, front and back, Gil Kane and Fred Hembeck. Here's Fred Hembeck. 140 pages, cover to cover. This is a first printing. The cover, front cover by Gil Kane. Volume 2 of interviews with the creators of the all-new Uncanny X-Men from the creators themselves. This came out September of 1982. The grade range is 7.5, very fine minus, to 8.5, very fine plus. The minimum offer accepted for this book is $8. All right, my friends, we're going to move on in just a moment. That's what the next book is coming up to be. Alien, the illustrated story, original graphic novel by Archie Goodwin and Walt Simonson, that's coming up next. Okay, we've got less than 35 minutes remaining. More great stuff is coming your way. Okay, here's our next book, my friends. It is a Bronze Age heavy metal publishing make me an offer item. I do love this book. And I have to say, there have been some great comic book adaptations of motion pictures where the art has just been phenomenal. Things that come to mind: Outland, which starred Sean Connery, which is kind of like High Noon in outer space. That was done by Heavy Metal, drawn by Jim Steranko. Gorgeous, gorgeous issue. The 5-issue adaptation of the film Logan's Run, which was done by George Perez. Marvel did that one. That was awesome. The Blade Runner adaptation that Marvel did by Al Williamson. And of course, there's this. Alien, the illustrated story. right, here we go. This is a Bronze Age heavy metal publishing Make Me an Author item. Great issue. It is Alien, the Illustrated Story, original graphic novel, #1. And if you've noticed, Marvel now has the rights to do not only Alien, but Predator as well in their comics. So we're starting to see a resurgence. What a great time to pick this book up. It is a story adaptation written by Archie Goodwin with art and cover by Walt Simonson. It is awesome. Adaptation of the 20th Century Fox motion picture Alien, which starred Tom Skerritt, the late Yaphet Kotto, who just passed away last week, and Sigourney Weaver. This came out in 1979. The grade range is 6.5, fine plus, to 7.5, very fine minus. Make me an offer. The minimum offer accepted on this book is $11. On YouTube, we've got one watching right now. The person who is watching, please let me know who you are. Give me a shout out on the feed. Say hi. And allow me to welcome you. We've got a free gift set up for anybody who makes a purchase from Lightningrod Collectibles for the first time. It doesn't matter whether you're watching on YouTube or whether you're watching on Facebook Live. We are simulcast on both channels. That means you can see this broadcast going on simultaneously on both channels. And coming up next is The Monster of Frankenstein, issue #4 from Marvel. We're going to move on to the next item in just a moment. Those of you watching on YouTube, please put something in the feed and say hi. Let me know who you guys are. Especially if you're watching for the first time. If you like what you see on Facebook, please like and share. On YouTube, please share and subscribe. Last call for right now on this book. This is the trade paperback original graphic novel Alien, the Illustrated Story. Adaptation by Archie Goodwin and Walt Simonson. It is perfection. What an awesome issue this is. If you're into what has just been revealed and what is forthcoming at Marvel, where Aliens is about to be integrated into the Marvel Universe, then you need to pick this up if you don't have it. Minimum accepted offer on this issue, $11. Okay, we're moving on. Please remember, anything that has not sold is still available. All you have to do is let me know you want me to bring something back to the screen. I am happy to do that for you. Here we have a Bronze Age Marvel Comics Make Me an Offer item. Bronze Age from Marvel. This is The Monster of Frankenstein, number 4. This is The Monster of Frankenstein, issue number 4 from Marvel Comics. All right, The Monster of Frankenstein, number 4, story by Gary Friedrich, art and cover by Mike Klug. He did some great work for the horror comics at Marvel back in the 70s, including this title, The Monster of Frankenstein, Ghost Rider, and Werewolf by Night. This issue marks the conclusion of the Origin story arc. This came out from July 1973. The grade range is 5.0, very good fine, to 6.0, fine condition. The minimum accepted offer is $6 on this issue. Coming up next, Superman, Volume 1, number 168. That's coming up next. Coming up next, please remember anything that has not sold is still available. All right, my friends, we're ready for this one now. This is a Silver Age DC Comics Make Me an Offer item. It is Superman Volume 1, number 168. The stories are written by Edmund Hamilton and Leo Dorfman. The art is by Kurt Swan and George Klein and Al Plastino. The cover is by Kurt Swan and George Klein. This is a key issue. Why? Here's the thing. The letters page was replaced this issue, and in its place was a page of tribute, a tribute section honoring President John F. Kennedy, who had just been assassinated. There was supposed to be in this issue a story which featured Superman interacting with President Kennedy. It was scheduled to be this issue, number 168, but was postponed once the news that President Kennedy was killed. So that story was originally scheduled for this issue. It actually appeared 2 issues later in Superman Volume 1, number 170. And that story wasn't going to see print at all after Kennedy's assassination. But President Lyndon Baines Johnson made a request of DC Comics to actually print the story. So it appeared 2 issues later. But the letters page in this issue showed a preview of that artwork, which was done by Al Plastino, and honored and memorialized President John F. Kennedy on that page. So yes, that's what makes this issue a key issue. This was published in April of 1964, the year of my birth, and the month of my birth. The grade range is 3.5, very good minus, to 4.5, very good plus. And the minimum accepted offer on this issue is $18. And coming up next is, and it's probably going to be the last book of today's show, Marvel Monograph, The Art of Arthur Adams, X-Men, trade paperback. That's coming up next. All right, we're going to move on, my friends, to our next book. It'll probably be the last book of the show for today. Please know that anything that does not sell is still available. All right, here's what we're closing out the show with. From the Diamond Age, this is a Marvel Worldwide Make Me an Author item. A Diamond Age Marvel Worldwide Make Me an Author item. It is Marvel Monograph, The Art of Arthur Adams, X-Men. No, it is not live music. How are you, Cindy? Hope you're well. Hope you're working. Hope everything's good with you. You are missed here. Excellent. Excellent. Good to know that, Cindy. I'm happy. Please don't forget, my friends, like and share this show on Facebook Live and share and subscribe on YouTube Live. We are now simulcasting this show on both YouTube Live and Facebook Live at the same time. Trying to build our audience on Facebook, but it's slowly but surely working. We have 3 subscribers so far. We would like you to be the fourth. Marvel Monograph, The Art of Arthur Adams, X-Men trade paperback. Featuring commentary, art, and covers by Arthur Adams. Includes never-before-seen preliminary art. This is 112 pages cover to cover. Here's the back of it. Awesome. Awesome stuff. This came out in March of 2020. The grade range is 9.8. Near mint to 9.9 mint condition. The minimum accepted offer on this book is $15. All right, my friends, we are about to close out our show for today. Please know that anything that has not sold that you saw today is still available. Feel free to message me on Facebook or on YouTube to ask me about any book that has not sold or anything else you'd like to ask. Anything that was scheduled for today's show that did not get a chance to be seen will be on our next show. Looks like we'll do our next show on Tuesday coming up. That would be April 6th. And it will most likely be noon until 2:30 Pacific time. I want to say this to everybody. Lightningrod cannot do shows like this without any of you. So your patronage is greatly appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Just as a reminder, please continue to like and share us on Facebook Live, and please share and subscribe to us on YouTube Live. Those are our calls to action, the Lightningrod calls to action. Please join us. You have been watching Lightningrod Collectibles Live, purveyors of fine pop culture ephemera. Now simulcast live on Facebook and YouTube, where we continue to bring you the best and the coolest from the diamond, modern, copper, bronze, silver, and even the golden age of comics. We shall see you again on Tuesday, where we'll have more of such great comics and collectibles. You are much appreciated. Thank you for your continued patronage. And we will see you next time. Have a great weekend, everybody. Happy Easter. Or as some of us call it, Resurrection Sunday. God bless all of you. Stay healthy. Be careful out there. Keep reading those comics. See you soon.